afternoon, everyone. My name is Chef Perrington, and I'm from the Art Institute of San Antonio. Welcome. Today we're going to be making steamed rice. Now this technique that I'm going to show you is the basic finger method, okay? I'm also going to be finishing the rice as the Japanese rice that you'll make in an Asian cuisine class when you make sushi. Okay, so here we have, I've already rinsed it really good. We've got our short grain, high gluten rice. This is our sushi rice. I've rinsed it really well, and we want to rinse it well until the water runs clear. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to level out my rice, and then I'm going to pour my water in. Notice I'm not using a measuring tool. Okay, this is a technique I've been using since I was a child. My mother's from Vietnam, so she taught me how to make rice. Now, you got to make sure your hands are clean, which mine are. I wash them. You're going to put your finger in, and you're going to barely touch the surface of rice. So it would be just like this. And you want that water to come up to that first knuckle. So I need a little bit more water. Okay. Again, you want to shake your pan, move it around a little bit. Okay, and then go back in and touch, and it just meets. Okay, so I'm going to wipe my rice. Now the key to this making rice perfect every single time is the technique. Okay, now I'm going to add my kombu, which this is dashi kombu, which is a dried seaweed commonly used in a lot of Japanese cuisine. Okay, I'm just going to pour it, top it in there. The key now, as I said earlier, is the technique. So it's very important, this step. You want to make sure that you put it on the stove. We're using cold water, and we want the water to get to a boil. Once the water reaches that boil, then we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to turn it down low, and then you just leave it alone until it's done. Usually it takes about 10-15 minutes, depending on the BTUs of your heat. This is your standard sticky rice, your short grain, high gluten rice, but you can use this with basmati rice. You can use this technique with long grain rice. You can use it with jasmine rice. With black rice, you need to add a little bit more water. Same thing with red rice, and of course a little tiny bit more with brown rice as well. This technique works great. Okay, so notice I didn't measure my rice either. So I am hungry. I love my rice. Okay, so I'm making about 2 cups of rice. So 2 cups of rice uncooked is going to give me 4 cups of cooked rice. Okay, as you can see, the water is starting to come to a boil, but it's not ready yet. We want to see that boil, that aggressive activity. This would be classified as starting of a simmer. So notice the bubbles around the edges. We want to see a little bit more. Okay, notice a little bit of the foam on the top. Don't worry about that. Again, the key to cooking rice this way is this technique. This is a fail-proof technique as long as you follow the technique. Okay, so now you can see more bubbles coming. So we've got maybe 30 seconds or more. More foam. Don't worry about the foam, like I said earlier. Notice our kombu sheet has gotten bigger. Again, this is for the sushi rice, so you would use this same technique for the sushi rice. Now we can see our bubbles coming. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to turn down our heat. We're going to put our lid on, and we've got to turn it down low. And you just leave it alone. Never stir rice when it's cooking when you're using the steamed rice method. Okay, we're just going to leave this alone for a while, and we'll come back periodically and open up the lid so that you can see the different stages. Okay, now the time is up, and we're going to look at our rice one final time and see how beautiful it is. We can take our kombu out and look at that grain. Now this method that I've used, you can also use in a commercial rice cooker. So as you see, I've taken the same rice and I use the exact same method and I cooked it in the rice cooker. Okay, this is what we have in the industry. So when you work at different restaurants, they're going to be using the rice cooker. Exact same method. Okay, works every time. The key for stovetop is following the technique. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back and visit me shortly, and I'm going to show you how to make some yummy fried rice.